The interest you pay on a loan. What if I could convince you that that interest that you pay is a good thing?
What?
It's not a fee. What if I could tell you that interest is actually gonna build you wealth? Like, you build wealth through your own debts and expenses. Your debts create wealth for you. You think I'm crazy, right? You think I'm just losing my mind, but I'm not. You see, when you become your own bank, the interest you pay on the loans is paid back to you. That is building wealth. But even one step further, right now, most people watching this video have debt. In some capacity, one way or the other, you have debt. Credit cards, car loans, mortgages, and that is all money that is leaving your family forever. Well, wouldn't it be cool if tomorrow you literally wrote all those same checks, the exact same checks for the credit cards, the exact same checks for the bank, that you borrowed the money for the car, the exact same mortgage check. But what if that check was written to you, to your bank? What if you made all those payments, but you paid them back to yourself? What would your financial situation look like tomorrow? It'd look pretty good, wouldn't it? Matter of fact, let's pause. Write down all your debts right now. Write them all down. But more specifically, write down how much money every single month is leaving your family forever. That's what I want you to think about. Because what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you how interest that you pay on your debts is a good thing. Such a good thing where I can go one step further and say, what if you could earn 20% on your money, guaranteed, no risk, and you didn't have to work harder, longer, or take on any risk to do that? Do I have your attention now? You all should know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you changing who the bank is. Right now, the bank is whoever you write the check to, whoever you write that credit card payment to. That's the bank that you're a slave to. Sorry, but that's what you are. We're going to change that. We're going to apply a system to your financial life, a system that involves changing one thing. That's it. One thing. Now, this one change is very simple. And because all you need to do is change where your current savings goes first. Where do you put your savings? Well, some of you are like, well, I got a high yield savings account. I put some of my savings in a brokerage. I put some of my savings in a 401k. Okay, that is what we're going to change. I'm not saying stop putting money there, but if you got a 401k, reduce it down to the amount of the match, because you're probably not making 20+% guaranteed on your 401k, but I'm going to show you how to do it by you becoming your own bank, but you got to change that one thing. So reduce your 401k contributions down to the match. So if your match is 3 or 4%, that's the amount you put into your 401k. Now, let's say you were putting 10 in. Great. Take the 6% you used to put to the 401k and put that into, I know this is going to sound crazy, a specially designed, that's not so crazy yet, right? Good. Whole life. Yeah, I did say it. Whole life insurance policy from a mutually owned life insurance company that pays dividends. This is just the one change. We haven't got to the fun stuff. That's right. You're going to put that savings there. And you're probably wondering why. Now, I'm not going to get into the whys because I got lots of other videos. Actually, hold on a second. You haven't seen any of the other videos. Okay, well, click this button right here. It says subscribe. Yep, click that button. It says subscribe. That will then get you subscribed to my YouTube channel. Okay, after you do that, there's a little bell. Hit that bell and it will notify you every time I put a new video out. All right, let's get back to the regular scheduled program of you wanting to pay interest. That's right. Because if you were the bank, if that specially designed whole life insurance policy that you just set up, where you changed your savings, if that was your private banking system, what would you do with it? Please don't say that, well, I would just leave the money in the whole life and let the insurance company pay me the guaranteed interest and dividends. No, no, no. We're going to put it there, but we're going to then take it out of there as a loan. I know that sounds crazy, but we don't want to use our money. We want to use the life insurance company's money. We're going to take a loan from the policy, and you know what we're going to do? We're going to start paying off the debts to which you make payments to somebody else's bank, because we want to make those payments back to your bank. I said that earlier, and now I'm going to show you how to do it. So we take the loan from the policy. That loan proceed comes over, and what we're going to do is we're going to pay off the lowest balanced debt you have. I'm just going to keep this simple. There's a software called the Vault. Okay, you can get to it by going to BYOBvault.com. Right down there at the bottom, you can see that Vault software does all this for you. But let's just talk about it. We pay the debts off in the most mathematically efficient way. And usually the way to do that is to pay off the lowest balance because we want velocity. So if you had a small credit card, maybe it was one of those department store credit cards, it was $500, but they're dinging you 29% interest. And you don't care because you're like, the payment's $10. I don't even care about it. You should. That $10 that's leaving your family every month represents 29% interest because that's what you're paying them. And you're probably just paying interest. So we took the loan from the policy. We pay that credit card off. Now, we take that $10 a month you used to pay them and we recycle and recapture that as a loan repayment to your bank. Now, $10 a month, which represents 29% interest, because that's what you were paying that department store credit card. Now that $10 is going back to you. You are now making 29% on that. But that's just $10, right? So we're going to keep rinsing and repeating that. Go to the next debt, the next, and the next, and the next, and the next. And if you were to add up all the interest rates that you pay all your debts and you average them out by the number of debts you had, that's the amount you were giving away. For most of you watching this, it's over 10%. Actually, a lot of you probably are over 15%. Yeah, 10 to 15% interest that you're giving away on payments you make to someone else's bank every month. So when you pay those debtors off by using your own banking system, taking loans from your bank, which is the specially designed whole life, to pay off their bank, the debts. And as you pay them off, it's important that you pay your bank back the exact same amount you paid them. If you had a credit card you were paying 20% on, great. Pay yourself back the exact same monthly payment you paid them. Your cash flow doesn't change. You are already making those payments. Why would it be any different in your mind if you paid yourself versus them? This is how I do it. I know sometimes it seems kind of silly to do this, but all I do is I say, okay, I was paying that debt $500 a month. That $500 a month was 10% interest because that's what that loan was charging me. So when I think about it, I say, okay, if I put the $500 that I paid them back over here in the policy, how much did I just make? Whatever the interest rate is they were charging me, 10% in this example. I made 10% on that money. I want to make 10% on money without taking risk. Great. Go do that for every debt you have. Don't ever cheat yourself. Don't cheat your banking system. Don't forget to pay the amount back to your banking system. And most importantly, don't pay yourself any less interest than they were charging. Now, let me redirect this. Cars. We all have a car because we have to get to work, take the kids to school, pick the kids up, all these things that we have to do. Great. How did you buy your car? Some of you on here are going to say, I paid cash. Great. How much would your cash have earned you if you didn't pay cash, if that money was still working for you? Well, that's the lost opportunity cost. That is what you're losing on that cash that you paid. Paying cash for cars is not as smart as you think. But hold on, most people, how else do they buy cars? A lot of people lease a car. They lease a car because the payment's less than if they financed it, right? Plus you want a new car every 2, 3, or 4 years. Great, so you got a lease. In your lease, if you were to look at the agreement, you don't have to, I can show you how to do this, there is a factoring rate, okay? That's just like an interest rate. It's a fancy way of saying, hey, the factoring rate of 8% in your lease agreement, that's the 8% interest they're charging you. That's right. And you don't even keep the car. But let's say some of you actually financed your car. This is easy. What interest rate did they give you when you financed it? 3, 4, 5%? Great. That's the same interest rate you need to pay yourself. Now, here's where people get tripped up on this. They think that they got this car, they financed it, and they've got a great interest rate of 4%, let's just say, because that would be a great interest rate today. You think that 4% is great. Well, how much is your car payment? $700, $800 a month? That's $700 or $800 a month that is leaving your family forever. And you justify that by saying, well, I got a good interest rate. Okay, well, let me tell you what a better interest rate is. When you pay 4% to yourself, that's better because it's not just the 4%, it's the $700 or $800 a month car payment that you're paying that's gone. That's now back in your account. And that account is an account you own, an account you control. And the best part, I didn't even get to this. The best part is, whatever money you took out of that policy in a loan, that money never left your account. You borrowed that money from the insurance company's general account. They literally advanced you part of your death benefit. So your money all continued to earn interest and dividends. And all the insurance companies we work with right now, they're all between 5.9 and 6.6% dividend crediting rate. Yeah, that's not a bad rate. And imagine if you could make that on all the money that is in your policy, regardless of whether or not you took all that money out and bought a car. Remember I said when you pay cash for a car, how much could you have earned on that cash if it just stayed in the account? 4%, right? Well, now you get to earn that while buying the car. And now when you pay yourself back for that car, because you should, it's your bank, don't cheat yourself. Just because you paid cash for the car, you are a bank. So therefore, you're going to make the same monthly payment you would have paid to somebody else's bank. You're making money twice on every dollar. And that car, you get all the money back for every car you buy, drive, and own. You see, the most important thing I'm trying to drive home in this video is this. The interest rate that you pay yourself back should be exactly the same interest rate you would pay their bank back at. And it's easy. You want the lowest interest rate? Search for it. That's what AI does. Search for the lowest car loan rates out there in the universe, and it will come back within seconds. Oh, Ally Bank has car loans at 5.29%. That's the lowest. Pay yourself back that exact same amount. Where are we at? Now, earlier in this video, I mentioned a software called the Vault. That Vault software will run this entire program. It's like an operating system for your private banking system. That's what it was designed to do, to make your life easy. Listen, you've got a GPS in your car or on your phone. So when you want to go somewhere, what do? You grab it, you pull up your maps, you enter in a destination, and you hit go. And what's it do? It tells you exactly how to get to your destination the fastest way possible. Well, the Vault software, that's what it does for your finances. Solves your problem the most efficient mathematical way to do that. That's what it does. So you want to get the Vault? I'll put that down here again. It's BYOBvault.com. That software will run your entire banking system. But it's not going to help you if you're not your own bank already. So you got to make that one change. Change where your money goes first, become your own bank, take back control of your money, and make your money work for you instead of working for them. With that being said, folks, if you like this video, you're going to want to check this one out right here. Secrets of the Wealthy. Learn how to pay off debt, get all the money back for every car you buy, drive, and own, and learn the fundamentals of the infinite banking concepts. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see you on the next video.